how to drop 15 pounds of body fat very fast. I'm gonna make this as simple as possible for you guys with 4 basic steps that you can follow in order to drop 15 pounds of body fat right away. So let's get rolling right into it. So number 1, you're gonna take your body weight. So you're gonna get on the scale, you're gonna weigh yourself right after you go number 1. Number 2, you're gonna weigh yourself, and you're gonna take your weight and you're gonna multiply that by 10. That's gonna tell us a good, again, everyone's different, but that's gonna tell us a good starting point for how many calories you need to actually begin to lose body fat. In order for you to lose body fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. So you need to make sure that you're eating less calories than you're burning. And that will give you a good baseline number to start with to allow you to drop weight really fast. Again, when we're looking to lose pure body fat, we're looking at anywhere between half a pound to 2 pounds of pure fat a week. So that number right there should give you a good starting point in order to lose that. All right, number 2, what we're gonna do now is once we found our body weight and we figured out how many calories we're gonna have, we're gonna take our body weight, multiply that by 1, and that's gonna tell us how many grams of protein we need a day. See, when you're trying to lose body fat, which is different than weight on the scale, you need to be focusing on building and maintaining muscle. Muscle is the only thing that burns body fat. Muscle is active tissue in your body, so the more muscle you have, the toner you're gonna look, the leaner you're gonna look, the more muscular you're gonna look, the better off you're gonna be. Whereas if you just lost weight, you might not look different in the mirror. So when our goal is to lose body fat, which is the fat that you can see, you wanna maintain as much muscle as possible. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you're gonna be having 2,000 calories every day. And if you weigh 200 pounds, you're gonna be having 200 grams of protein every day. And you could divide that and eat that however you want. You could have that in 5 meals a day, you can have it in 2, 3, doesn't matter. That's just a good starting reference for where you need to be in order to maintain muscle, so this way you actually look fit when you lose weight. Number 3, for the same reason I just said, you need to start working out with weights. So many people go on all these crazy fad diets and lose a bunch of weight, but what happens is when they lose a bunch of weight like that, they don't actually lose fat. They lose a combination of water and muscle. And when you do that, your body just takes on a totally different look. And that's like, I'm sure you've seen someone who lost a bunch of weight, but they kind of still look like skinny fat. That's exactly what happens when someone does that. So we need to focus on keeping and building and maintaining muscle. Plus, when you weight train, you're actually strengthening up your body, so this way you prevent injuries. And again, like I said, you're also changing the way your body looks. That's the main goal. So those are the 3 first steps. Now, what you need to do is you need to do number 1 and number 2 every day. You need to hit your calories every day. You need to hit your protein every day. Without hitch, you need to do that every day. And this is how you're really gonna lose the weight really fast. By having someone keep you accountable, like a coach, like a nutritionist, to watch over your back, to make sure you're doing everything right and make sure you're executing that on a daily basis. Every diet works. Every diet works. But the difference between each diet is how you can sustain it. So for example, I'm sure keto works for most of you, or a low carb diet works for most of you. But the problem is it's not sustainable long term. We all know, okay, and so many people have messaged me and said, oh yeah, I just cut bread out of my diet and I lose fat. And that's good, you know, you're losing fat, but realistically, how are you never gonna have bread again? Like, that's just not realistic. So we need to make sure that you're, again, like I said, hitting your calories every day, hitting your protein every day. If you're hitting your calories every day, doesn't matter what you're eating, you will lose body fat really quickly. So if you wanna learn how to do this and you really wanna have a helping hand with you to help you to get through this, make sure you click that link below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.